Sparkling in the middle of the desert, it's the Bahrain Grand Prix, which will be the host for round number 2 of SRL Xbox Tier 1. My name is ChickMaster22 or Ollie, and I will be your only commentator for tonight's race. Unfortunately, no one has been able to join me in this evening, but hopefully, if Australia last week is anything to go by, tonight will be an absolutely blistering race here in the desert. Of course, Melanie won last week, his first victory in SRL, with Fred's coming in second, Thomas third, LK in fourth, and the Dutchman getting P5 last week. We only had 14 drivers last week, but today we have 16. We have a couple more drivers. Verstappen is here as well. Who else is here on my list that I didn't see last week? I think it's Commando that wasn't there. Yeah, Commando. So Commando and Verstappen joining us tonight, so it should be a very good one. Let us know let me know, because I'm on my own tonight. Let me know your thoughts in the Twitch chat for your predictions and what's going to happen in the race. Did you watch last week? Because I'm sure thing I watched last week. It was an absolutely blistering one last week as well. Share the stream out. That would be fantastic for SRL, because we want as many people watching the streams as possible. So these guys are out for their first warm-up lap, and we should see sort of 127s-ish today in Bahrain. We're going to have, I think it's going to be a really, really tight grid. Mundo was there last week. You sure? Sure, Vapid? I don't think he was. No, you're right. He was there, but he did crash. You're very right there, Vapid. My mistake. But yeah, these guys doing their warm-ups. I'm just on board with Drawmaster, just warming up his tyres in the McLaren. Tyres matching, almost matching the car there as well. But yeah, don't forget to share the stream out. And I'm just going to quickly tweet out before I forget that we are live for today's Grand Prix. If I can find the SRL Twitter. My keyboard isn't doing what it's meant to do, but Drawmaster just starts his lap. We'll just stay on board with him for now. Well, let's get on the TV pod cam. Comes through turn 1 and 2, where Hamilton and Verstappen collided last weekend. Makes it nice and clean through 1, 2, and 3 up to turn number 4. Can he get the braking zone correct? Oh, a little bit of lag there on my screen. He's off the circuit. Hopefully that is just lag, and he's not taking the rallycross line as he comes through the sweeping Sector 2. What I absolutely love this section of the track. I never get it right, of course, because I'm not very good at this game. Of course, I'm racing tomorrow evening, so if you want to watch me bottle it tomorrow evening, go and do that as they come down towards the tricky turn number 9 and 10. Left front locking for Drawmasters. He comes through there. Second of 2, Diaz comes down straight. He's got a car in front of him. Hopefully that car gets out of the way for him. Comes round turn 11 to start the final sector. Oh, no, not yet. My mistake. Will be later on. But this is a blistering corner coming around this big right-hander. And now he'll start the final sector as a height as fast lap of 28. Oh, no, he's just been beaten by Tom, 28.4. So Drawmaster going round the final bend. Can he get on provisional pole for now? Does it nicely. Wheel on the curb, but that's okay. Foot down. DRS open. Where will Drawmaster go? Drawmaster goes pole by a 1/10 of a second over Thomas, Height, Matu and Dutchman at the moment. But let's just look at the chat. Who is here? We got Sup Tier. Even Monkey Pie is here as well. Vapid is here. You're all here. Let me know who you're supporting this evening. Let me know your predictions for this evening as well. That would be perfecto. Yeah, hopefully. Unfortunately, no one is joining me this evening. I'm on my own, so I'll have to do a lot of talking. It's fine. I've got a beer with me. I've got my notes, so we should be a-okay for tonight. Vapid, hope we take the lead in the team standings tomorrow, as we're 1 point behind Ferrari. Well, do you know, Vapid, you're not going to, because Ferrari, me and Ansmaz are going to smash the championship in Tier 2. Got 5th last week, guys. Was on for a podium, but I got penalty and front wing damage, so that ruined my chance of getting any sort of podium. But currently we have 10 drivers who have done their laps. Drawmaster currently on pole, Thomas 2nd, Melanie 3rd, Height 4th, Mundo 5th, Mato 6th, Dutchman 7th, LK 8th, Verstappen 9th, and Ninjas. The 10 drivers have currently done a lap. Stay on board with who's closer. It looks like most Ronan. A difficult name to say as a commentator. In 13th, he's just on his first lap. It looks like 6 minutes 30 left. What's up to? Yes, hope we finish the race. Ricardo and Verstappen didn't, lol. That's very, very, very true. Yeah, Vapid, I'm going to bring it to you. Bring it full force in Tier 2 tomorrow evening. So if you want to check that out, we've got, is it LRT Juggler Comic? I think that's how you pronounce it. Commentating there with, I think, was it Wheelie Bin Jack? I think, double check that. Tomorrow evening. Of course, we do have the America and the Oceania SRL leagues as well. If you want to watch those, they are also tomorrow night, so go check those out as well. 5 minutes left session, and I'm going to take the first sip of my beer. That's much better now. My throat feels refreshed. Some lovely Carlsberg export. Those are Mundo's from Denmark, so thanks to him for the beer. Let's just retweet. Oh no, that isn't the link I wanted to tweet. SRL haven't seemed to tweet the Bahrain Grand Prix, so I'll have to do it for them. But Fred's is currently on pole. Oh wow, that's 11 hundredths of a second split, first and second. Still 4 drivers left to set any laps. Expired Rampage. How do you guys kiss my gearbox? Yeah, it was, I don't know whether you're referencing Tier 1 or Tier 2 there. So, Vapid, your prediction, Thomas, RBZ Ninja. Interesting. You're not going to put Melanie up there. So, I don't know what to do, because Melanie, of course, won last week, but he is down in 5th. Fredsters did a great job last week. LK was up there. Verstappen is here. You know, we saw him in ULC, did an excellent job for RGL. So, it's difficult to know who... RBZ hasn't even done a lap yet, so, you know, it's going to be a tricky one tonight. Let's get on board with RBZ through 9 and 10. Big lock-up for the Renault man, but he likes back end coming out there. Just about makes it through Tier 2 expired Rampage. What is your gamer tag, expired Rampage? I don't remember everybody by name in Tier 2. 4 minutes left of the session, and I'm just going to quickly tweet out the stream. So give me 2 seconds, lads, and I'll get straight back on with the commentary. But everybody looking forward to the Chinese Grand Prix this weekend? I certainly am. I'm really looking forward to that. Of course, you've got Formula E. I know there's still a bit of stick about Formula E, but I still give it a watch. It's got F1 in the morning, and then we've got Formula E at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I think, you know, 2 sets of races. It's not too bad. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Sorry, Saturday and Sunday. So let's quickly tweet out the stream, and we can get moving. Well, let's think of a catchy tagline to get people interested in the stream. We are live at Bahrain. Round 2 of SRL. We're going to tag SRL as we always do. There we go. And then we took that in, and we are all good, lads. Right, let's get back on to the commentary. Who else got? We got John in here as well. Right, okay, everyone's got different Twitch names. Right, so sub to your... Okay, you're Tilia. Right, okay, that makes... Oh, we had a bit of contact, Australia. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. You had front wing damage, and I tried to go around the outside of you, and we had a bit of a crash. But you still beat me, so I guess karma. Your Rampage. Right. Okay. Right, that makes sense now. Did you beat me? I don't remember now. I just got really annoyed after getting front wing damage last week. I think you did beat me. No, you came behind me. Haha, nice one. I didn't. All good. So, right, who else have we got? John's in here. You got back from your lesson. Oh, what do you have a lesson in, John? But 1 minute 50 currently left in the session. Fred is on pole, Drawmaster second, LK in third. Oh, just dropped my pen. That's not ideal. What else we got? Red Bull is winning. What, in China or here? Because I believe it's a Ferrari on pole currently. Fred's doing it for Ferrari boys in SRL tonight. But 120 left, so not long. Still got 3 guys who have yet to do a lap. Adam has retired. Adam's given up, or he's crashed. No, he's just given up in the Bright Force India. So Adam Best will be 13th today. He hasn't had a great lap, a number of seconds behind the leader. I mean, Vapid, I did have major front wing damage on my car, so you know, I mean. It's like overtaking a man with 3 limbs at a running track. It doesn't really count. But Drawmaster retires in third. What can Ben JP12 do as he comes across the line? He's just about to start his lap, so he has yet to do a lap. But Height has gone pole with a 28.3 at the moment. Let's see if we can get on board with some of the guys. As Ninja's coming to the end of the lap, he will have just about enough time to get another lap in. LK goes pole with a 28 flat. Our prediction of 27s has not come true. Ninja's has gone up to 7. He doesn't have time to do one more lap if he wants to. Anyone else coming till the end of their lap? That is Thomas just starting his lap. Who else have we got near the end of the laps? LK's given up, it looks like. Hayden, the other man in the runner, RBZ's teammate, comes down the back straight. This chat is going mad. I can't keep up with all the chat. Oh, Hayden almost losing the back end there. He did blame Jolyon Palmer's car last week, so I don't believe him really. But Hayden P10 for now. We've still got loads of drivers still to. How is Height doing another lap? He comes across the line. Height goes pole by just about a 10th over LK. In second, Melly goes up to third. Fred's just fourth. Drawmaster currently fifth. As Fred's just doing another lap, it looks like he comes round to start the final sector. Not much to the final sector, just one big old straight, and well, 2.5 turns, I'd say. Yeah, RBZ down in down in third. So I wouldn't say he's doing too bad, Vapid. But Fred's just comes round the final bend. What can Ferrari do here? Comes across the line, and Fred just goes third, so he just about beats RBZ. What else we got still going? Mondo's in the pits. Thomas comes across the line, and Thomas goes second, just about beats LK by less than 3 thousandths of a tenth. It looks like. Sorry, 300ths of a second there. Who else we got? Is that everybody? Everybody done? It looks like everybody is done. Let's go. What's going on in the chat? What's going on in the chat? You came 6th because of Tia Leo. What happened? What did Rampage? What happened? I don't remember. No idea. No idea what happened behind me. I wasn't recording, so I couldn't watch it back. Oh, there's a bit of counter between most Ronin and I think that's Hayden. I mean, you're in Jolyon Palmer's car, but I didn't realise it was that slow to block a car there. But we've had a couple of predictions, but you haven't let me know your predictions. Let me know in the chat. We've had. Let's just scroll up slightly. Tia Leo saying Melanie Thomas LK. Vapid saying Thomas RBZ Ninja. I'm saying I don't know yet. It's so close, lads. I just don't know who to pick. Yeah, but these guys just finished qualifying, so we will have the race very, very soon. Elio hit me. I did watch a stream back, but I don't think the lads had it on stream. But Height gets pole, with Thomas LK 3rd, Fredster's 4th, RBZ 5th, Melanie in 6th, Rawmaster 7th, Commando in 8th, Most running in 9th, Ninjas 10th, Dutchman in 8th, and he's Van for St. Matto 13th, Verstappen in 14th, Ben 15th, Adam Lee in 16th, and that rounds off the 16 drivers you have for tonight's race. So, it is race time, lads. It is race time in the desert. The first night race we have on the calendar. We do also have, I'll just double check. We definitely have Singapore. Yep, so Singapore's the only other night race we will have, unless the lads in the coordinating box decide to change the track to night time. Hopefully they won't, because that'd be pretty confusing for brake marking. But then again, I do use a line, so I can't really say much. The Monkey Pie, Thomas, RBZ, and Melanie. Okay, all saying about the same thing. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Of course, we do have the formation lap before we get going. And yeah, looking forward to this race on my own. This is a solo commentary. I think RGL Season 3 was the first one I did. I did have much voice by the end of it, but yeah, luckily I haven't got any other commentary jobs on at the moment. I have AOR on the cards, but I can't stream my laptop. No AOR streaming for me, unfortunately. So it's just SRL at the moment, but I do enjoy it here in SRL. But guys, if you are watching, please share the stream out on Twitter. That'd be fantastic. We can get as many people watching as we can at the moment. We've got 10 guys here. There's no formation lap. We're going straight into it. That's 5 red lights for the Bahrain Grand Prix, and it's lights out, and away we go. Looks like Height gets a good start, and looks like Thomas weaving in the background. Was that LK teammate? The Saubers pinning down the Toros to come through into turn number 1. Height still leads as they come through turn 1, 2, and 3. Oh, is there a contact in the background? I saw a car run past. Stay on board with the leaders that come towards turn 4. Thomas in 2nd, LK 3rd. Oh, there's front wing damage to the background. Fred is out. The Ferrari is out of the race at the start of the Grand Prix. That is a nightmare for the Ferrari man. But that is LK 3rd, Thomas in 2nd, and Height in P1 at the moment. Third down the grid, you got Melanie in 4th, RBZ 5th, Ninjas in 6th, Mondo 7th, but Ronin in 8th, Dutchman 9th, Verstappen up into 10th. So let's look at the position change. They start hitting turn 9 and 10. Difficult braking zone on lap number 1. Cold tyres, of course, on these cars. But looks like a position change. It looks like Ninjas the winner on lap 1 as well. Adam Lee 5th for 4 and 5 positions gained by those guys, as well as Verstappen getting 4 positions off the start. The Height has almost got a second on Thomas already. So who was predicting Height? I don't think anyone put Height. So guys, missing a trick there. The top 3 breaking away slightly, mentally under pressure from RBZ as they come down to finish off lap number 1 of 29. I do a lot of talking tonight, guys. He always looks to the inside line, fakes a move, trying to make Melanie defend as they come round the final bend to start. Lap number 2, RBZ looks the closest on track. There's a big train behind as well. Height courses a fast lap of 133.5 to start off with, but RBZ right on the back of Melanie as they come towards turn 1. I've got the wrong camera angle. That is a pain in the ass. I can't see what's going on. And oh, there's a bit of contact between Melanie and RBZ. RBZ goes round there, so turn number 3 as him up into P number 4. Can Melanie counter it and get back of him as they come up towards turn number 4? Doesn't look he can. Nope, no dive bombs from the Torosso man, the man who won last week in Australia. So Melanie down to 5th place, but further back, Ninjas, Commando, Most Ronin, Dutchman, and Verstappen. Verstappen holding off Adam Lee, Matto, Drawmaster, and Hayde. Oh, Hayde's a little bit further back, but there's a ball gaggle of cars here, and that is Adam Lee trying to go down the inside of Verstappen. Verstappen in the Williams, strangely, I've always hit in a Renault, so this is tricky for me as I come down to 9 and 10. Verstappen keeps in front of us now, but he goes a little bit wide coming around turn number 10. That's going to allow Adam Lee down his inside side by side as they come towards turn number 11. Who is better on the brakes? Adam Lee still on the inside. Looks like he's going to get it. Oh, just about missed that. Verstappen holding the line and stays in P10 for now, but he's holding out that little train with Matto, Drawmaster in it as well. But further up at ball with Heine's teammate as they come round the final bend on lap number 2. Vapid, Height won't win. Okay. That's your prediction. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. He does the fast lap, so keep an eye on that. Melanie, let's get on the TV pod cam as they come to turn 1, because of course a stupid camera angle, so I can't Can't really. Let's get a bucket. And as he got down the inside, it was a late lunge. A little bit of contact between the Williams and the Force India driver, but no spins. Luckily, Adam Lee to the back end, into the wall. The Toro pack on line. Whoa. And he's down to 14th place. A nightmare. 15th place now for Adam Lee. He's down and out of it, really. A little bit of losing the back end, like Max Verstappen in qualifying in Bahrain. So he's apologies for the stream. No idea what happened there. But Adam Lee down to 15th after a little bit of contact with Verstappen, but losing the back end just like Verstappen did. So unlucky for him. Height still leading, but he's not getting away. It looks like he's Thomas within 6/10. He is within DRS, but I don't think he's a little bit too far back to make any moves. Else we're close on. Verstappen and Matto are still very close. That group. Drawmaster further back. Drawmaster having an awful start, losing 5 positions off the. Started in P number 7. I'm not sure what's gone on with him, but he's right, not far off the back of Verstappen and Pierre Matto as they come down towards the final bend. We'll stay on board with this battle. That is Thomas doing a new fastest lap, so he is gaining on height. So those who said Thomas was going to win, you're in luck at the moment, but Verstappen and Pierre Matto, let's get on board with the battle. DRS will be enabled. He goes to the inside line. What can Verstappen do to counter it? He's trying to have to go around the outside. Oh, they're very, very late on the brakes. Both make it through. It looks like Verstappen's still holding the inside line. Can he get through? Doesn't look like. And that is Pierre Matto up into the points for now. Verstappen further back. But of course, they are on different tyre compounds. So that is one thing to watch out, guys, because everyone on different strategies. So keep an eye on what everybody's doing. Let's check all the tyres, actually. That's something that would be quite handy to look at. So Verstappen on the soft. So the best soft. Oh, who is that? That's Mundo off. What a strange position to spin there. Mundo spinning and down to 12th place. He's back with his teammate Drawmaster in 11th. Not sure what happened to Mundo. He's got no front wing on the left side. So it must have been contact with someone, it looks like. What's the pole lap, Ansmaz? The current pole lap is 31.9. No, the pole lap, sorry, was a 1:27.9. That's what pole was. There we go. So I'm going to the race. That's not what I wanted to know. But let's get back on board with the leaders. 3:10 split. Thomas and Height. Can Thomas do anything? Coming down to turn number 1 and 2. Height goes defensive. Oh, can he go further? Oh, there's a little almost contact between Height and Thomas there. Height doing multiple switches in the braking zone. Not sure not sure if that was legal, but Thomas get a far better run off turn 1, 2 and number 3. Can he get him through turn 4? He's going to have to round the outside. Are we going to see Rosberg Hamilton from a couple of years ago through the next couple of corners? Height pushing wide. Can Thomas go around the outside? It looks like he can. That is a great move there. Side by side through these S section coming down towards the ladder stage of sector 2. He's still there, side by side. Height still on the inside line. He's holding it well, and that is Kyle LK getting involved as well. And RBZ isn't far behind through 9 and 10. Height still leads a race. It's a 4-way fight for the lead. This is an excellent racing from these guys in tier 1. Thomas losing the back end. I'm going to lose my voice by the end of this race, lads. This is going to be a heated one if you got this so far. But Height still leading on lap number 5. Thomas right on his tail. LK on his tail, and RBZ at the back of the train. Melanie isn't too far back either, so it could be a 5-way fight for the lead. So we'll keep an eye on that. And Melanie trying to catch up to the back of these guys. But can LK make a move on a teammate? They should really work together to try and catch Height. I've got no idea if they're in parties together or not. But here we go. Let's stay on board with LK, the back of the top 3. Let's get on board with him ahead. Thomas and Height weaving about on the track, trying to break the DRS. Let's stay on board with Tom. Can he go down the inside? Height does a who is later on the brakes. It looks like it. Thomas is almost contact. It's great racing from the top 2, but Height still takes the lead. Goes a little bit wide through 3. Can LK make a move? Doesn't look like an RBZ. RBZ's too far back. Melanie even further back. Can Tom make a move down the inside into 4? Almost contact. Oh, it's this intense racing from both these guys through turn 5, 6 and 7. Height still leads the Grand Prix, but this is absolutely excellent at the moment. Further back. Oh, Thomas trying to get a tighter line. Can he make a move through 9 and 10? I haven't seen it in a long time, but we never know. With these, can he make a diving move? Doesn't look like. Difficult to make any moves through 9 and 10. So it looks like Thomas will stay behind for now. And my voice is already going here in SRL, which isn't good. I'm gonna have some beer. That will help. But Tom, right on the back, he's broken a little bit to his teammate, who's coming under pressure from RBZ now on lap number 6. RBZ didn't get a podium last week. The podium, of course, was Melanie, Fredsters, and Tom. And of course, Fredsters is out of it after having contact on lap number 1. We got a 5-way train for P1. Can LK make a move on his teammate? He is the closest one at the moment, but RBZ trying to get through as well, using the DRS and slipstream. RBZ a late move from the Renault driver. Can he make that move stick? That is a great move, but he's not going to get the traction. A wheel bashing there. Melanie trying to get involved as well. Can Melanie capitalize on RBZ's mistake? Doesn't look like, but LK having to go defensive through there. Can RBZ go down the inside of turn number 4? Looks like he can. Oh, almost close routine, almost wheel bashing. This is very intense racing. That's Ninjas almost at the back of the train as well. But LK holding up RBZ and Melanie at the moment. RBZ a lunging move down the inside into turn number 1. Almost made it work, but he'll have another chance. Still plenty laps to go. 22 laps here in Bahrain. So come round to 9 and 10. RBZ get into the groove of things now. These tyres, I'm not sure what sort of laps they will be pitting. That's not my forte, but if anybody knows what sort of laps times they'll be pitting, let me know, because I haven't done any practice for tomorrow yet, so I've got no idea for strategies or anything at the moment. But this start of the season has been really intense. Oh, almost mailing into the back of RBZ as they start sector 3, braking late, trying to gain small margins on the Renault driver. Coming to the final corner. We'll stay on board. Who do we want to stay on board? We'll stay on board with Melanie on the back of the train. It looks like he is closest at the moment on the back of RBZ, and further up height, losing a place to Tom. It's difficult to know. Just stay on board with all contact there, and RBZ he's almost lost a place to Melanie as well. LK holding P3. Excellent work from him, but Thomas has taken the lead of the Grand Prix for now. Height losing the place to him, but they're still side by side up front. LK trying to work his way away from the battling, trying to get down to it. Yellow flags in sector 2 and 3. Not sure who is that is for, but Melanie up into P4. RBZ down to P5 for now, but LK back on the gearbox of height up ahead. This intense battle for the lead is really heating up. Oh, is that damage for LK? Looks like he's okay in the Sauber at the moment. Almost went into the back of height coming through turn number 10, but he looks to be okay for now. But the Sauber guys, of course, Alfa Romeo Sauber now doing a good job holding P1 and P3 height. And Melanie 2nd and 4th for the Toro Rosso boys. And RBZ the only Renault there. But Ninjas is getting involved as well. And then there's a big gap to Pierre Mato in the Haas. You got Verstappen back into the points. Drawmaster in 10th. Commando's given up, it looks like, as well, which we missed, but I've just been told by Expired, Rampage, and Monkey Pie, lap 9 and 10, and lap 12 for the softs. It's going to be a one-stop race, it looks like, as Drawmaster is into the pits. He must go E-I-E-I-O, it looks like, for him. It looks like RBZ is also in the pit, so RBZ trying to do the undercut on the top guys. We'll see if the other guys flinch and come into the pit. Front wing change for Drawmaster as well. Not the best race, but you never know what happens in these league races. You'll need 4 other guys to mess up, and he's back into the points. So that is Ben and Hayden getting involved there. Let's get back on the broadcast cam. We're sick of the T-Pod cam. But Hayden in the points on the medium tyres in the in the Renault. Doing a good job at the moment. Let's get back on board with top runners. LK almost glued to the back of that Toro Rosso. He's he's almost like a Lego pieces sticking together. Those second, third, and fourth. Almost the side was in a Toro Rosso sandwich, almost getting squeezed like NASCAR here in Bahrain. Coming down to the final bend, will we see any of the top guys flinch and come into the pits? It looks like Height will come into the pits as Melanie follow. Melanie will not be able to follow, of course, doesn't got double stacked as Tom is also in the pits, but Melanie and LK side by side both have DRS, of course, because of the other cars. Can Melanie capitalise on the move down the inside? Almost hits the apex, almost contact between both the drivers. Almost very respectful between both Toro Rosso and Sauber. And the key thing to watch here, has RBZ been able to get past these guys? So RBZ down in still in 11th. Can he get out ahead? Where is RBZ is in? It looks like he will not capitalise on that. Thomas and Height getting out ahead of RBZ. So the undercut not working for RBZ, but can for Height and Tom? That is the key question to ask here. But we'll stay on board with the leaders coming through 9 and 10. Sauber versus Toro Rosso, both on the same strategy, and must be absolutely on fire right now. It's going to be tricky for those guys. What are we saying in the chat? It was your pace, Ant. Not sure. I presume you're referencing Ant's Maz. Yeah, Ant's Maz. No, he hasn't got a chance. We're meant to be working together. Don't support the other teams. Forza Ferrari. But ILK in the lead with Toro Rosso right on his back. Coming down to towards the end of the lap, number 10. Still 19 laps here in the string heat of Bahrain. Do either of these guys pit? Both come into the pits. Right, here is the key thing. Will these guys be able to come out before the likes of Thomas, Height and RBZ? That is the key thing to keep an eye on here. Sauber at the end of the pit lane, of course. Melanie slightly before. Who is better in the pit stops, Toro Rosso or Sauber? It looks like Sauber are quickest, but the key thing is, what about the other guys? Where's Tom? Where is LK? So Tom comes out just ahead of Height, and LK and Melanie coming behind RBZ. So RBZ actually worked, the double undercut worked there for RBZ. LK and Melanie are losing places, but of course the Dutchman and have yet to pit, as well as Hayden. And who else we yet to pit? Some other guys further down the grid on different strategies, of course. But these guys on the mediums, and they will be going towards the end of the race at the moment. But Ben leads the race, but of course Ben is yet to pit. Hayden in second, Thomas third, Dutchman in fourth, Height in fifth, RBZ sixth, LK seventh, Melanie eighth, and most Ronin ninth, and Matto runs off the top 10 guys we have here at the moment in Bahrain. My voice is crackling already, which is not ideal, but great to have someone else. But unfortunately James or Diablo is not available. Neither is Bosley, and neither is Joe, or the Amazement, as he's as well known as. So I'm on my own. So Ben and Hayden on the coming towards the end of the sector. Oh, Hayden going off the track there. That's you don't want to be breaking on those curbs, Hayden. But he looks like he's coming into the almost faking going to the pits. Verstappen gets a penalty. I haven't seen a penalty from Verstappen in a long time, but Hayden right on the back of Ben. Can he make a move in Palmer's car? It looks like he can. Late on the brakes, he hits the apex perfectly. Can Ben hang it around the outside through two? It looks like he can. Hayden not gaining anything there. That's going to allow Tom to catch up to these guys to come towards up the hill towards turn number four. Can Tom make a move there? Doesn't look like he can. Hayden is going to go around the outside of Hayden. Hayden on worn mediums. Tom going off the track side by side through 5 and 6 and 7. Oh, almost stuck together there. Almost wheel locking the Renault and the Sauber, but Hayden loses 2 places there to Height as well. And he's going to lose a place to RBZ, but he should let him pass being teammates. It looks like he does, and that's a good team workings there, allowing RBZ through. So RBZ up into 4th place for now, and it looks like LK is next on Hayden's list to be overtaken. Sorry, Hayden, you are on worn medium, so you are going to be overtaken at this point in the race. Ben still leading. Tom second, Height third, RBZ in fourth, and Hayden in fifth as they come through the final sector. Get back on board with Tom as Adam Lee has retired from the session. Has he binned it? No, Adam Lee's given up. Unfortunately, after losing it in turn 3, he's given up the ghost. So 13 drivers left. Dutchman is the last man on track as Ben comes into the pits. Tom takes the lead, although it's going defensive already, coming down towards turn 1, 2 and 3, but it looks like Height is not close enough as of yet. But Tom leading the Bahrain Grand Prix, so plenty more laps to go. RBZ down in third, LK and Hayden 4th and 5th, Manley 6th, was Ronan 7th. We've got movement in, it looks like those guys just getting past Ben in the pits actually, so Drawmaster finally back up into the points. As I said, people make mistakes, pit stops and the rest of it. Whose tyre's going to explode, Ansmaz? Is it tier 2 or tier 1 you're referencing? Because if someone tyres blow up in tier 2, that would be great, so I can actually gain some positions. My last race in Bahrain actually, guys, was in AOR season, whatever the last season was it 15? 14 or 15. The game decided to put my car onto inters when I went to the pit, so it flicked the dial. So instead of going onto mediums when I was in 5th, I think it put me onto inters, and then I crashed. So that was great. So I've got fond memories of Bahrain. But Tom and Height battling, almost taken out RBZ as he goes defensive into the final bend. The top 3 right together at the moment. 3/10 split them, but it looks like Height's got a slight lead at the moment. But RBZ right on the back of the Sauber as they come down towards turn number 1. Let's get on board with Thomas and RBZ. Oh, they're almost going 3 abreast into turn 1. Almost a bit of contact there, pushing him through turn 1 and 2. Almost Thomas losing the back end through there, and RBZ having to get off the throttle, and Height getting a slight lead. The battle for the top 3 is really heating up. RBZ looks to the inside line, but he's not going to make a move there, way too far back for the Renault man. Medium runners, as in my practice race, finished on 75% wear. Okay, right, we'll keep an eye on them. Of course, a lot of these guys are locking up Ant-Man, so we may see some tyres exploding. That would be explosive. I'm here every week, guys. But LK isn't too far off the back of these guys. Hayden still in 5th, but Hayden calls on a different strategy. Ronan on the back of him as he pitted. Yeah, let's double check on the stops. Okay, Ronan has pitted. He's on the soft tyres though. I wasn't sure what he was on before. He might be doing a 2-stop for the Haasman. Who else are we missing? Manley, a little bit. He's lost a lot of time since going on to the mediums. Maybe struggling with the tyre compound. He's right on the back of. He's weaving. Is that some suggestion that most runners bad move, bad racing? I'm not quite sure. If he's in the podium, I'll talk to him after. But I only talk to the top 3. But further up, the top 3 have split up massively now. So no overtakes at the moment, unless we see a mad dive bomb. Luckily, we don't see those in top tier racing here in SRL. Lovely, respectful racing, as always. Lovely Carlsberg Export in my hand, keeping me nice and refreshed here in the race. I'm not sponsored. I wish I was, but some sponsors would be great, especially for my podcast. That would be brilliant. If anybody knows any sponsors that want to sponsor me, that'd be great to have. I would like some money. Being a student, I've got 0 money in my account. But most Ronan has got past Hayden, but he goes off the track, and that's going to allow Melanie a free pass there through turn number 8. And Melanie can actually get a charge on there. If he can get past Hayden, he can get his head down and get sorted, get right into the racing. He's back on broadcast cam and get back onto the position change. So who's really the winner? Hayden 7th, but of course Hayden is yet to pit. Pierre Matto gaining 5 positions. Can Melanie make a move on Hayden? Worn tyres on the Renault, as you can see, going off on to the I wouldn't call it a AstroTurf, a tarmac maybe, grey, white tarmac, but Melanie puts it down the inside going into the final bend. Later on the brakes on those fresh tyres, and he is through. Don't think Hayden's going to be able to put much of a fight up, and he's going to be under pressure from Ronan, but Hayden finally into the pits, and should be going on to those soft tyres to finish off the race here in Bahrain. Sign up for the beta. Yeah, I need to do that as well, Antsmaz. That's one thing I have yet to do. Looks like Ben just got past Verstappen. Verstappen down in 11th place. Don't normally seem done unless he doesn't any practice, or Neil, his dad, is racing. I'm not quite sure here, but Verstappen braking late. Oh, there's the locking wheels there, and is that going to allow Ben through? It looks like Ben is through. JP through up into P number 10, but Verstappen right on the back of him as they come towards turn number 4, both on the same set of tyres. Verstappen hold the inside line later on the brakes, and he is through for now, but can Ben hold the line to go back into the gearbox for now? Just about. That is a battle to stay on board with. We'll stay on board with this. Further up it is split up, so Ben and Verstappen will stay on board with for now, battling for the final points paying positions here in SRL. Through 9 and 10, can Ben gain any ground through here? Both making it nicely through there. Do you know, I'm not looking forward to that race. That corner tomorrow in Tier 2. I'm going to do a lot of lockups. What are your predictions for me tomorrow? What do you think? Can I get another P5, or am I going to crash? Let me know. If you ever watch me race, you follow me on YouTube, you'll know I'm not the most consistent of drivers with finishing. Best ever finishes P5. In league racing, unless you count the Noob Journey, which I actually won a couple of races. But Ben getting a better exit out of the start of sector number 3, and he should be able to get through past Verstappen. Verstappen got a better straight line speed, it looks like. Layer on the brakes, and he is through back of the P10. A great little race we have here for the last points paying positions. Verstappen going defensive. We'll see. Vapid, you know I'm going to beat you. Come on now. Let's be realistic here, Vapid. As Ben goes to the outside line, can he make a move going around the outside of the Williams driver Red Bull? Oh, just about through there, and that is Ben up into P10, but Verstappen trying to get back on him on the inside line. Can he? Almost glued together through turn 4. Oh, just about makes it through. Jayla Comic is here, Tier 2 commentator. Lovely to have you here. Why don't you should have joined me here? There's a free space. You're going to be promoted to Tier 1, but side by side with Verstappen and Ben, and that's going to allow Hayden to get involved. Hayden on those fresh, soft tyres. I want to be on board with the front runners, but they're all spaced out, so we're still on stay on board with this battle. Fight me, master. Well, come to Portsmouth and we'll have a fight. No, I'm a whatchamacallit, the pacifist. I don't fight people. I mentally maybe fight people, but not no fisticuffs from me. But Ben down the inside line through the end of the second DRS straight. Hayden trying to get involved as well in this battle. Let's get on board with Hayden, actually. See from the P-top position. Oh, down the inside. That's a great... Oh, he sort of broke halfway through the corner. That's interesting. Almost wheel bashing from Verstappen and Hayden. A little bit of lag from the Williams. His shadow is going all over, but not sure what's going on with the shadow. Hayden down the inside line. Verstappen tries to switch back. It looks like it has worked on the Renault driver, side by side with the Renault driver. Who will be better on the brakes? Who has the bigger balls? Coming down the straight, braking about 150 metres, I think. Verstappen hitting the apex perfectly. Hayden tries it over the curb, trying to switch back. Does it nicely. Can he get a better run up the hill through turn 3? Almost making it stick. Verstappen holding the inside line. Great little battle we have here. Not even for points. This is for P11. Hayden on around the outside, almost off the circuit there. Almost making it. Whoa! Front wing into the wheel there. I don't know. Can you get punctures from front wing damage? I don't know if you can in this game. I don't know if it's that developed. Looking forward to comms on tomorrow's race. Yeah, keep an eye on me, because you know, I might do something crazy. Crazy. No, I probably won't. Probably crash knowing me. But Verstappen holding the inside line, getting through on Hayden. It's a great little battle. What else we got? Antsmaz. Oh wait, you're my... Yes, Antsmaz, I am your teammate. How have you not noticed this? And Hayden's been passing the Dutchman out of nowhere. Yeah, how have you not known, Antsmaz? I tweeted you as well. You don't remember? Anyway, oh, that is Dutchman very. Oh, it's not rallycross. Here, Dutchman banging Verstappen out of the way there. Hayden losing time as well. I haven't bothered concentrating on the lead because nothing's happening up the front. Height's the lead. Thomas almost losing the back end there. Three-way fight for P11. Of course, this is not even for points. This is just fighting for the best last person at the points position. Dutchman down the inside. Oh, just about makes it there. Verstappen still holding the inside line. Still, oh, that is a big corner cut from Verstappen. And that's a penalty for him. Dutchman still has the line. Hayden almost press coming into turn 4. Hayden decides to pull out of it. That's a smart move, Hayden. I wasn't sure that was going to work there. As Verstappen and Dutchman still side by side. A perfect view with Hayden. Oh, almost contact between the Williams and the Hayden. Oh, Hayden, don't crash into the back of the Williams driver there. Just about makes it through. Oh, this is intense. My heart rate is going, it's beating out of my chest. I'm going to have to go see a doctor later because my heart is not fit for purpose here. As Hayden all of a sudden trying it into turn 10. That's not where you make any moves, mate. Not going to work there as the Dutchman gets a better run there. But we'll get back on board with the leaders. Height still leading the race for now. Tom there. The top three are still really close here. As, oh, Tom looking to the inside line, down the inside of Height. I haven't been involved with these guys for a long time, but Tom not making that move stick for now. What else we got? John. My front wing needs to be on the track. Yes, that would be ideal. That would be ideal. Well, I mean, Bosley's back tomorrow, Vapid. After it shouldn't been it in Bahrain, so we're gonna have to wait and see because, of course, he's up there, and we got other drivers that didn't turn up last week. You can't get a puncture of contact, but you can. Ah, okay, perfect. Thanks, John. That is quite handy to know. So you can't get a puncture from crashing in. I don't know. It should. I don't know. That sort of. I don't know. I was going to say you could tactically do that. But hopefully, like Rosberg and Hamilton in Belgium a couple of years ago, Rosberg purposely crashing into Hamilton, which caused him to retire from the race. But we go. I am going to challenge you, Vapid. You know, we have a great fight. I'm going to finish stream, have a bit of food, and then I'm going to get practicing. Yeah, I'm gonna try this season. AOR, I didn't try hard enough, and that's why I ended up being like 14th in the table. But this, I'm gonna try an SRL. I've got more time on my hands. Well, not really. I've got my dissertation to write, but still, it's still. It's fine. I don't need my Friday nights. It's fine. Yes, if Bosley doesn't bottle it like he did in Monaco, it'll be fine. I'll get a notification from AOL, which I don't really care about if I'm. But Height still leading the race. Thomas in second. We've got 18 people watching. Where's everybody come from? Welcome everybody. Get in. Let us know in the chat who you're supporting. 8 laps to go. It's flown by. It has absolutely flown by. It is 8 o'clock here in the UK. I'm tired. I'm sitting at my desk all day. It's like I haven't moved. But Height under pressure from Thomas on lap 21 of 29. Can Thomas get his first win of the season? Thomas, of course, on the podium last week. The only one of the top 3 on the podium. LK, he looks like he will get another 4th place if he doesn't put his foot down. RBZ losing a little bit of time there. They've just got to pick their right moment, of course. RBZ is on 1 lap slower tyres than the front 2. So we'll keep an eye on that. Sporting Fred, but he's out the race. Yes, Fred is out. Fred crashed in lap 1, it looks like. Didn't see, saw Ferrari going sideways, so I'll have to ask him later on. But High going very, very defensive into turn 1. Can Tom go around the outside? And RBZ getting involved as well. This is a great battle for the lead. Almost a little bit of contact there. Can we go 3 abreast like Verstappen? Dutchman and Hayden did almost. Oh, we are 3 abreast. I asked for it and I received it. Lovely, lovely. Oh, and Thomas has been squeezed through the middle. Oh, and he's lost the back end, and that is RBZ back up into P2 for now. This is excellent racing in Tier 1. This is what I like to see, and this is what you guys like to see in the chat. This is one of the best races I've seen in a very, very long time. 3-way fight for the lead, and this is going to allow LK to get involved with 7 laps to go here in Bahrain, and I can't wait for these last 7 laps to commence. It's really hit, I think. So it's saying height dead for Antsmaz and Thomas for Vapid. So, oh, you're going RBZ now. Let me know, Vapid. Thomas or RBZ, pick one, because then it's between you and Juggler Comic and Antsmaz for who has bragging rights going into tomorrow's race. I know Juggler Comic's not racing, but you know, you get my drift. But LK is gaining ever so slightly. The dark horse here in this fight for the lead. He's just chilling, waiting for the mistakes, and he is getting right back involved. Menley back in 5th. Not really much happening there, but same ball with RBZ, the man in the middle of the fight. Ooh, looks half the move there. It's going to compromise his turn 2 and 3. Oh, back end stepping out, and that's going to allow Tom to get back involved. Tom puts it down the inside, coming up to turn 4. Don't think they're going to be able to make any moves on height, but Tom down the inside. Clean and concise move from Tom. Must running fast lap, but Tom losing the back end again. Round turn 4 is going down. Height getting a second already on these guys. RBZ right on the back, glued to the back of that sail, but that's why I wouldn't want to be there. I'd buckle under the pressure if I was racing. I am rubbish at wheel-to-wheel racing. I shouldn't really tell that against my competitors that are watching right now. But you never know. It might be nice of me. But Dutchman gets a 3-second penalty for now. But the battle really is with the top 3. Slightly spread out for now, but still 6 laps to go here in SRL. Joe, comment, you guys in F2 do this for me in comms tomorrow. Yeah, we'll try our best. We'll try our best. And, well, you know, Vapid, you won't be overtaking me. So, you know, you know... Won't be able to watching you doing any overtakes tomorrow. Because I will beat you. We'll see. Maybe. But there, knowing me, I'll bottle it. So yeah. But height still leading. Top. See, it was great, and now they've all split up again. Unfortunately, the top 3. But hopefully they close back in on each other with LK involved. Well, he's a little bit too far back as well. But. Yeah, Juggler Comic, hopefully we provide a great race for you tomorrow in Tier 2. So guys, if you are listening and watching, don't forget to check out Tier 2 tomorrow, because that's where I will be. I will be racing. You won't hear my voice, but you'll hear the noise of me going into the wall, potentially. I don't really know how I will go into the wall, because there is a lot of runoff space, so we'll have to wait and see. These are fight words. They are fight words comic, so you gotta be there. Got to show these kids what the men are made for, what the men are made of here in SRL. So John has just told me that Melanie has front wing damage. Let's just double check that. He does. Okay, so Melanie with well, half front wing on the right side. So not sure what happened there, unfortunately for him. But P5 still a good haul of points. I imagine Antsmaz, that would be absolutely amazing. That would be crazy. If that happened in tonight's race. They're closing in on each other again, which is great to see. So currently top 10 is is Height, Tom, RBZ, LK, Melanie, Matto, Ninjas, Drawmaster. So I said earlier Drawmaster way back, but he's up into the 8th now. Roast Runner running 9th, and JP rounds off the 10 drivers you have in Tier 1 with 4 laps to go. Are those who said they thought who was going to win? That's completely wrong. Those who posted their predicted winners, are you going to stick with those, or are you going to change them with 4 laps to go? Let me know in the chat if you're going to stick with your winners, or you're going to stick. We're going to pick something else. Let me know. Thomas gaining rapidly on height now. Of course, they both have about the same amount of tyre wear. That would be one thing. Comas could implement tyre wear visibility for the spectator cam. That would be brilliant because I could actually see what was going on then and see how close they were to punctures. But RBZ is on older tyres and LK is on fresh tyres. And LK is very close to the back of RBZ, so we'll keep an eye on that gap. The close gap, of course, is between Thomas and Height on lap 25 of 29. So the Monkey Pie staying with his prediction. And that was... let's scroll back up. There's a lot of chat here. You know, I really appreciate the chat tonight, guys. It's been absolutely amazing. I love it when I can just read the comments out. It's been a while since I've had so many comments. Thomas, okay. Well, Monkey Pie, you're very close here. 4 tenths between Thomas and Height for P. Hansman's RBZ. He could do it. You never know if he gets his foot down. 4 laps to go here. Oh, and Tom goes down the inside of Height. Can he pull the move? Can he go around the outside through 3? Doesn't look like Height holding the inside line. Very defensive. Tom's going to have to go around the outside of turn 4. Further back was RBZ and IK there. No, not close enough at the moment. Most running fast lap. No points for fast lap, unfortunately. I think that was a great addition they should bring in by having Formula E. But further up Height. Oh, it's an excellent camera view. And that is Tom into the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix with 3.5 laps to go here. And that is RBZ get right on the back of Height. And Thomas has got a lead. And Height has left the session. Oh no, Height is gone. What is going on here? Height is just given up. Oh no. Let's see if I can get him back into the session. I don't know what's going on there. I don't think I have him on my friends list. I don't know what's going on there. Is he paused it maybe? I don't know how to invite people. That's probably something I need to learn. Invite to game. See if I can get Height back into the race. There we go. I've sent it. Hopefully Height can get back into the race. He's down into 4th now. But Tom and RBZ. No, actually, no. It's Tom and LK fighting for 2nd place. Height has joined back. So Height is back into the race. But he is down in 5th place, unfortunately. No, he hasn't got a puncture. I don't think Height... I think... Oh, has he? No. Oh no, Height's AI is just pitting for... Oh no! Height is going to end up at the back of the race. His AI is pitted for him. This is a nightmare for the Toro Rosso driver on the super softs. And that is an absolute nightmare. That is gutting for him. He's down to 9th place. Oh, that's awful. That is just bad luck, isn't it? Oh dear. So Height down to 9th. But the battle still commencing for P2 and 3. So battling the P2 yellow flags in sector 3. I'm not sure who that is. That is for. But Tom, 2.3 second lead over RBZ and LK. So Tom, Monkey Pie, you're right with your prediction for now. Let's see if we have any punctures. Melanie not too far back with her front wing damage, only 3 seconds back. So if anything happens to these guys, he could get back involved. RBZ I think his tyres are falling off the cliff now with 2 laps to go. Can he hold off? Can he hold off the charge of LK? Oh, LK almost popping it down the inside at the start of sector 3. Oh, LK stuck on the back of RBZ's gearbox. That's unfortunate there, and he's lost a little bit of time. 8 tenths there. What's happening in the chat? Yeah, I have to agree with the comic. Amazing driving from these guys. And John, that's the only way you can rejoin the session. The AI puts... I see. That's really annoying. Thanks for the info, John. That's handy to know. So, Height losing out there. But RBZ got a little bit of a gap. But, oh, who is that? Adam Lee has left the session. Okay, well, that happened ages ago. But they've all split up again. I thought we were going to see a tantalising battle for the final lap. But we still could have it. As LK got damage. Oh. As LK got... No, he's okay. It seems that Melanie is caught rapidly up to the back of LK. So, Melanie, who we thought was down and out of it, could get back into it. So keep an eye on this, guys. We could... last week's winner could actually get on the podium with a lap and a half to go. LK is not too far back as... Well, he's just 7 tenths. RBZ letting him through. He's got a puncture. Oh, he's got a puncture. Oh, no. He's got a puncture in the Bahrain Grand Prix on lap 28 of 29. And Melani's going to get on the podium. Oh, my word. What did we see? Ansmaz, you said it. You said it. It's a puncture for one of the drivers. And oh, my word. RBZ pit one lap too early. And he's gone. He's lost the podium. He is out of it. Oh my word, he is out. Oh, I'm so disappointed for him. Oh dear, RBZ bottling it at the end of the race. That it means, could one of the other drivers get a puncture? That is something to keep an eye on. Could the leader or any of the guys on the podium get another puncture? Oh, this is just crazy scenes at the end of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Tom leading. I thought he had a puncture then. My heart went there. My heart went. He had a puncture. Oh my. RBZ into the pits and oh no, unlucky for RBZ. What about the top three? That is the question. Oh, don't pause stream. No, that's not what I wanted. Sorry, the stream is slightly buffering. I'm not sure what's going on there. Tom, LK and Melanie, the top three. Melanie with damage front wing. Currently, without saying anything, will get on the podium. John, you also said, sorry, I did forget. But will any of the other guys get a puncture? That is the key question. Where does RBZ? RBZ comes out in 10th place with the Dutchman right on his back, but he should be able to hold off him on fresh tyres. But no more punctures for now. But Tom comes around to start the final sector. Can he finish the race with a full set of tyres? That is the question. LK and Melanie, they're still pretty close, but neither of them are close enough. But Tom will come round the final bend to win here in the desert at Bahrain. He's already weaving as he comes across the line to win the Bahrain Grand Prix. Congratulations to Tom, his first win this season. LK will get second and Melanie will get P3 after with damage front wing. That's a great job from the Toro Rosso driver. So 1, 2, 4 sailboat here in Bahrain. That's a great result. Piamato will get a 4th place. SRL Ninja will get 5th. Most running 6th. Drawmaster 7th. A good comeback. Height looks like he will get 8th place. Ben 9th. RBZ a disappointing 10th place. He's already weaving across the line. Really unlucky for RBZ here. Dutchman in 11th. Hayden in 12th. And Verstappen rounds off the 13 drivers we have left in this race. But guys, if you've got any questions for the drivers, let me know in the chat, and I will ask away in the podium interviews. So let me know in the Twitch chat. And I need to sit down after that, because that was just, whew, that was a race and a half. That was. So, Sauber's on the podium. Now Alfa Romeo Sauber celebrating emphatically after getting a 1-2 here in Bahrain for the season. What are we? I've completely forgot. That's really bad of me. Season 6 of SRL Tier 1. So they're celebrating. Toro Rosso on there, of course. Great job from them. So, what an amazing race. Champagne spraying everywhere for these guys. So, Thomas wins it with LK in 2nd. Melanie 3rd. Piamato in 4th. Ninjas in 5th. Most running in 6th. Drawmaster 7th. Height in 8th. Ben 9th. RBZ in 10th. Dutchman 11th. Hayden 12th. And Verstappen rounding off the 13 drivers we have here. So, we've got one question from Antsmaz. But guys, if you've got any more questions, let me know. I know there's still a lot of you in the chat, so please let me know any questions you want to ask the drivers, and we'll get them in the lobby any second now to talk away and ask them about this emphatic race we had in Bahrain. That is one of the best races I've ever commentated over. Absolutely nail-biting stuff right to the end of the race. Excellent racing in SRL. But let's get these guys into the lobby. Party. Let's invite them all in. Invite to party. So what was it? LK. View gamer card. Invite to party. And finally, it is Melanie. Big gamer card. Invite to party. So these guys are just joining us. If you, like I said, if you've got any more questions, let me know in the Twitch chat. So we're just waiting on LK. Melanie is here, just waiting on LK, and we can get going with these podium interviews. Hopefully, LK has got a mic. Looks like he has. I'll invite him once more to the party. Hopefully, he can join us for the podium, because it was just love to hear from the guys after an excellent race. So LK has finally joined us. So guys, if you can make sure you include your audio so everybody in the chat can still hear you, that would be perfect. So I'll start with Tom. Tom, that was an absolutely blistering race in Bahrain. Just talk us through the battle for P1 was just absolutely amazing in Bahrain.
It was insane. In qualifying, I know height very well. We practiced all week together pretty much, and I've always been quicker in qualifying. So when he put it on pole, I was like, what? And then I was trying to race past him. Eventually got past him on the supers, and then we knew from practice that I was quick on the supers, but he was so much quicker on the mediums. So yeah, I was having to put so much effort onto those mediums in the final stint to try and pass him. And I eventually got past, and he disconnected, and I feel so bad for him. He definitely deserves second.
Yeah, it was just unfortunate that he disconnected, and then of course he did pit. His car pitted him, so he dropped way down the order. But what? I invited him back, and but of course the game pitted him onto super softs. So I think he got fastest lap, if that's anything. I don't think we get points for that, unfortunately, in SRL. But Tom, what were your tyres on at the end of the race?
It was in the 70s. It was pretty high.
Okay.
It was like 76, 77. It's pretty high.
I can imagine it was quite a relief that RBZ got a puncture, because he had a little bit of a breathing room then.
Yeah, well, as I said, I saw he pit a lap earlier, and I was like, it's because like me and Kay were in the party. I said to him, "As far as we dead at the end, so that's your chance." And then he got even a bigger chance with the puncture. So I was just from that. I was literally conserving. I was short shifting, braking early, just so my tires didn't blow up as well.
Yeah. Well, again, congratulations on the win for round 2. LK. Congratulations on your first podium this season. How did the race go for you?
Thank you. Well, it was good. It was such a great result for this great race. I was a spectator the whole race. I was behind the 3 leaders, and congratulations, Thomas. And I think we were a bit lucky that Height disconnected, and. LBZ and with the puncture with the LBZ is quite unfortunate, but he pitted so early, lap 8, and I knew I was faster in the end, but to win this fight in this way, it's quite unfortunate.
Yeah, it looked like you were, because of course you had the top 3 and you were sort of sitting back, and you were, like you said, a spectator, and then the Height disconnecting and RBZ getting a puncture allowed you to get on the podium with your teammate 1-2 for Sauber. What percentage were your tyres on at the end of the race?
I was on 70%.
Okay, you had time. Okay,
yeah,
that's all right then. I thought maybe higher. Yeah. Well, again, congratulations on P2, and
thank you.
Melanie onto P3. Sort of out of nowhere, you managed to get a podium with front wing damage because of the other drivers disconnecting and the punctures.
Yeah, I was just surviving on the medium stints. Like straight out of pits, when I came out straight out of pits, most running just started dive bombing me. I'm fighting with like really one softs, and then he gave me wing damage with that little dive bomb, and I was just really struggling onwards there. But I knew RBZ was going to struggle with his tower.
Yeah, he did pick quite early, but again, with damage front wing and things going your way, you've still managed to get on the podium, so it's still a great result. And at the moment, you and Tom are joint leading the championship with a... Oh, no, sorry, take that back. Oh,
Sounds
no,
like
no.
a couple of flights behind TT.
No,
Like
Mel's
P4 to
ahead.
Australia.
I came P4 Australia, so he's like,
Yeah. Like 2 or 3.
Apologies. No, for...
yeah, you're
on the
3 points ahead.
standings.
3 points ahead.
Yeah.
You get 12
my
or 4.
mistake. Sorry, looking at the wrong
Pretty much-
standings. But yeah,
Pretty close.
pretty close. Yeah, pretty close still. In
Shame of us
the
had,
in the standings. Yeah. So
It
Tom,
is
finally
correct.
back to you. Back to you, Tom. Looking forward to next week, which is China. How are we fancying China for you?
I don't think anyone likes China, let's be honest.
I like China.
Definitely cheated.
I hate the track. So,
Okay, so no result for you next week then.
Oh yeah, I'll try, but yeah, I don't enjoy driving there at all. Turn 1, it's just a pain in the ass.
Okay. All right. Well, you never know. Might smash it down with rain and it'll change everything up. But we'll have to wait and see. But guys, thank you for watching Tier 1 tonight. It's been an absolutely blistering race. And I suggest guys go watch that race back because it was an excellent race to watch from my point of view. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out Tier 2 tomorrow night, as well as the American stream and the Oceania stream tomorrow night. Yeah, so join us back next week for Tier 1 in China at 7 o'clock UK time. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy the stream because there's an excellent one tonight. So thank you for watching.